Welcome everybody, Happy House NYC. I'm taking this off. Nobody likes wearing these, but trust me, we all have to wear these. Please, wear these, protect yourself, protect your friends, protect your families, protect everybody around you. Okay, tonight, Saturday, the Happy House NYC has been on a pause. Nobody wanted to do that, but we had to. The last week, curfew in New York, we weren't allowed to do our things that start at 7 o'clock and finish at 8 o'clock. Nobody could get home. So our gorgeous film guy, Sterling, in the back wings, KT over in Hell's Kitchen, Sam over in Brooklyn, all of us, we couldn't do this. So tonight, because we're 5 o'clock, we're going to be here, we're going to be quick, and tonight we have the incredible Fadi, he's over there. He's going to continue working on this amazing piece. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, black. 2 weeks ago, blue. We had a break last week because of the whole curfew situation. And tonight, I believe there's another colour coming into the whole mix. So I'm going to hand over to Fadi, one of the most incredible dancers you will ever get to see. And if you're tuning in on Instagram, from Maison 10, or from Happy House NYC, or if you've actually gone to the Eventbrite page and got a Happy House NYC Eventbrite page ticket, fabulous. We're donating 20% of every single performance we do to City Harvest NYC, who are all about redistributing food to people who need it. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional. I need to stop it. I had too many Negronis earlier on in Champagne. Okay, no more emotions. I'm going to hand you over to the man of the night, the incredible Fadi. 30 minutes of class. You can learn how to dance. I need it. And then 15 minutes of performance. So I'm going to go over there. Fadi is going to come in here. Fadi, I love you. Come on in.
Hello everyone. Hello. Thank you for joining us. It's such a special time for all of us. I think that the opportunity to do this today and share a positive spark with you, hopefully inspire you through dance, will add on to all the power and love that's building up, starting from America and across the world. So I want to share with you a very pure ingredient of dance that brings all people, all humans of any race, color, gender together in one bond, which is the music. So when we dance, we all listen to the music and our heart beats and we start moving. So today I'm gonna work with you and teach you some of the most beautiful basics of the ballet technique that influenced our contemporary dance generation. I was lucky to be trained at Albinelli American Dance Theater here in New York City, and Albinelli is one of the modern pioneers of modern dance that created a print based on the classical ballet technique and extension and into the culture that that time needed in the 70s and 80s. So I think I've learned from the best, and I'm honored to share with you some of that perspective. A very little hint. So we're gonna start right away. I'm gonna teach you, let's say 4 positions, 4 foot positions. So we both have 2 feet, thank God, not more. We have the first position, the second position, third, fourth, and fifth. First position is when our feet are together. We normally in classical ballet, we use the turnout of the body from the heel, from the foot, so we turn outward, and we call this outward, and then this inward. So we're gonna turn our feet outward, and if you were a little kid that loved ballet, we always crank up as much as possible, but then you learn that it's not really healthy. So what you wanna do is you wanna turn your feet just as much as your foot can turn while your heel is touching the floor. So basically, flex the foot and turn as much as it can while keeping the hips forward, and then place your ball of the foot on the floor. We're gonna do the same thing with the other foot. And then we get as equal as possible, heels together, toes facing outward. We're gonna keep our arms steady for today, but this is first position. Now getting into the second position. First position, feet together. Second position, we're gonna shift the weight on the left side, and we're gonna extend what we call tendu. So we're gonna extend the foot. It's like brushing the sole of the foot outward. So what we're doing is we're keeping the heel facing front, and we're pushing the leg from the bottom of the foot. So you brush the floor, and you reach as far as possible out. And now as far as possible, notice our little foot or big foot ends with toes, just like our hands. So when we extend, we reach with our fingers, and we reach with our extremity to get to a place. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna reach with our toes to get to that furthest place. So you're gonna reach and engage your toe as far as you want it to happen. And that way, you create that first line, taking you to the second position. So basically, if you're standing on the left side and you extend the foot as much as possible, straight, straight, shifting your weight in the middle would be that second position. Normally, we have different extensions, different flexibilities, but the general note is that the two heels should be in line with the two shoulders. Some people have bigger shoulders, so it's going to feel a little wider. Some people have smaller shoulder. But generally, this is the open position that we can use a lot in our life. This is like the Superman position. This is where we're most balanced. So again, we have first position, tendu, second position, wonderful. Now, third position, we're gonna come back to our left foot, shift the weight to tendu, and then third position is often neglected, and you'll see why. Third position is when the heel is right in front of the other heel. So this is the first step for us to cross the legs under the hips. So we're going to bring the heel to in front of the heel, and this would be the third position. Claro? Fourth position. That same tendu that we did to the side, we're going to take it to the front. So basically what we do, we move the foot, same thing on the left foot. We're going to move the foot forward as far as possible. So I'm going to show you from the side. If we are in turnout here, we're going to move the sole of the foot from underneath us, forward, 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 as much as possible. And be as patient as you can, not to rush, because then you will lose balance. So, we're going to move the foot to this position, and then guess what? We have something we call fourth position. Fourth position is, you see where the foot is? We're going to open the foot and split the weight in between. And that will be the fourth position. So it's basically the same turnout situation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta-da! Now, fifth position. It's the final and the most obnoxious and difficult and beautiful. So, like we all know, beauty comes with a great price. Right now, it's the price of tightness. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna come back to that tendu, and you're gonna bring your foot back as much as possible where the heel touches the toe. And it's a rule that shall never end. So as much as you can turn out with your body, basically this is the limit. The heel will touch the toe, and then we have beautiful extensions, okay extensions, and not very bad extensions like mine, where the foot and the heel don't really come together. Some of us are lucky enough to like crank it all the way back. They're all in Russia, and they impacted a lot of Americans and French and everyone. So that perfect turnout exists. But most of us, we have to be genuine to how much we can turn out based on the first exercise we learned, which is turn from the heel. And that's it. You have to enjoy the beauty of the position as far as you can. So, back to our lesson. First position, and we're gonna do a plie. Now, second position, and we're gonna do a plie. Third position, and we're gonna do a plie. Now, fourth position, boom, plie. Are you ready for fifth? Tendu. Fifth position, smile, and then plie. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. And we're gonna try it with very soft music, just so that you can sort of try it on your own without the voice of the teacher. And I advise you to go with the flow, even if it feels like, I don't know if I can do this. Very simple beats. It's almost like a secret. 5, 6, first position. And plie. Up. Tendu. Second position. Let's go. Plie. And up. Tendu. Tendu. Third position. Oh my god. Plie. And straight. And tendu. And fourth position. Plie. And straight. And tendu. And fifth position. Take the arms up. Ready. And plie. Up. Tendu. Everything the other side. Ready. And go. Plie. Up. Left foot tendu. Second. And plie. And up. Tendu. Third position. Boom. Plie. And up. Tendu. And fourth position. And plie. And up. And tendu. Fifth position. Arms up. Plie. And up. Second. Parallel. Ready. Dance. Go. Guys, I can feel the energy is coming through all of these phones. You all did fabulous. And here is my joy and gift to all of you. These ballet theories initiated almost like the math of the body for dancing. So this structure is really how do we find balance on two legs, and how do we use the articulation of our human body in order for us to jump, to go back, to run and stop. And all of these actions that are human, but in dance we artistically tackle them. So in classical ballet, we study how to refine the line and also be very strong. That's why you find classically trained dancers with big legs often, and the articulation of the joints are very free because we use it to the maximum. So technically this is called demi-plié, and then the extension of it is grand plié, where we find the limit to the bottom, demi-plié and up. Then the straight position, also the extension of it is relevé, which is elevate. So basically, this is straight, standing, maximum, stretch. Then you releve to go further. And that releve goes to one foot, to the other, passe, leg up, etc. So, what I have prepared for you today is the very first exercise of the FJK Dance workshop class. FJK Dance is a contemporary dance company based in New York City. I'm the artistic director and choreographer of this company that combines classical ballet with contemporary dance in all different genres with a Middle Eastern touch. I happen to come from Iraq. I was born in Iraq and raised in Lebanon. And I have the passion to bring people together of all their differences, because I grew up to be different everywhere I go. And it's fascinating how dance can bring me closer to everyone if I touch base with those information. If I learn what this is for the ballerinas, suddenly I can speak their language. It's also true that if you learn what West African is internally, then you can really communicate with them. And also, if you learn Latin and you feel what this Latin movement is about, you can then have a conversation with them. And this is what we all need in our life, especially at these times. So, on y va, we're gonna dance together. I'm not gonna say much, and I'm gonna put the music on for you. And I want you to follow me as we go. It's gonna be a dance for you and me at once. I'm gonna call out the exercise before it happens. And my advice to you is to just keep the flow going. Open your legs in second. And expect everything to happen in symmetry. So we're gonna do in numbers of 8. We're gonna go right and left, right and left. All right, guys? I hope you will enjoy it. Let's dance. shoulder, elbow, up, head, circle, 2, 3, 4, reverse, 2, 3, 4, reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, reverse, 2, 3, up, roll down, down, 2, 3, 4, come up, and roll back, center, down, 2, 3,
Fadi, where are we here? You're doing sexy. I'm terrifying me. I could never make those moves in my whole life. I've tried for years and years.
Guys,
Seriously.
I'm the dance doctor.
You're the
I
dance
will
doctor.
take care of you. Don't worry about Corona. We will dress it up, we'll work it, and we will dance it.
Dance doctor, I need your help. You might have. So if I put on green tight leggings, I'll be okay.
I will be your guy. By
So-
yourself, I don't know.
Hey, I think you know. A little bit of instruction, I think, go a long way.
Actually, one of my favorite things about dance is that we can reach to all different levels of learners. I've taught anywhere from complete amateur, have nothing to do with dance, to professional dancers with years of
So-
experience.
Fat old Scottish boys, you will be.
You're gonna be fabulous. I don't know about fat Scottish one.
So, Fadi, I know we've got lots of questions. We'll probably keep them until the end. I'm going to get my lovely Sterling here. Sterling, shall we keep the questions till the end? No, we've got some important questions. Okay, we're going to keep our questions till the end.
Yes.
But we promised all of your followers, all of our followers, that you can give a 15-minute performance. So that's, I'll be honest, I love your teaching. I love that. I put my hip out twice. But I'm interested in seeing what you are going to perform tonight. So I know that it was 2 weeks ago, everybody who's not in New York, we're in curfew.
Yeah.
So at 6 p.m. every night, we have to escape.
Yes.
So we're trying to do this and try to do it earlier and it's tough. Ben, Fadi is here, and 3 weeks ago he put black on our piece behind him, and then 2 weeks ago he put blue on the piece behind him. Then we had a break because we had to. He couldn't be here. So tonight is the night where we do green! He has fabulous green sexy leggings on. Oh my goodness. Could they be any tighter?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm still in the room here.
So I'm going to head over to Fadi and his super tight green leggings, and our people behind him is going to add green too. Over to you, Fadi, and we'll talk to you in a few minutes. So anybody who has any questions about what Fadi is doing, why he does it, what the fuck this is all about, contemporary dance. People don't get contemporary dance. We do here at Mesopotamia. We love it. But if you want questions about that, get ready. Ask us those questions. Fadi, you ready?
Thank
Should we-
you.
You got your iPhone in your hand.
So I'm
This is like 2020. Go.
I'm ready to share with you a little bit of background for the piece that I'm doing today. It's the extension and the possibility of doing all of this work at Maison 10 has been so inspiring to me on so many levels, and I was basically planning for these colors and basically this experience of executing lines while moving is like a fantasy for most dancers. But I happen to study fine arts and enjoy the experimentation with color and pigment and space, and I love what I end up doing on stage, knowing these sensitivities of space and color and design. So I was taking it based off of the experience here. So when the first day was black, we thought, oh, well, maybe next day we can add a color. And then I thought, oh, I have different outfits of colors, and I can be in different parts of the painting as a set almost. So that brought us to the blue, and then from the blue I thought, you know, from the water, where can we go? And I immediately thought of the green because of the nature and what water helps us create in life. So that nature brought me to the green color, and then I thought in my repertoire, there's a fascinating piece that wears green color. It's a piece called Sakura. Sakura is, as we know, the sakura tree, which is one of the oldest and the most famous in Kyoto in Japan. For the past 2 years, I've been collaborating with the Japanese National Ballet on several projects, but my first commission with them was to create the bolero in 2 years ago. And I have learned so much about the Japanese culture, and specifically working with the Japanese artists and realizing their brilliant behavior in learning and communicating with others. And it was so fascinating for me to share conversations with Japanese women based on learning about the geisha woman and that history of oppression and how they've turned it aesthetically and culturally from an oppressive story to a triumph of beauty and of strength. And so when you go to Kyoto and to the Yuji, to the area where the geisha city is called, you will see some of the most authentic performances of these long-lasting geishas, and it's mind-blowing. And if you've done ballet and theater and folklore and all of that, you will witness the magic of saying nothing but a glimpse of an eye, and it will tear the house down. Thousands of people in the theater, and the geisha would walk very slowly and then will turn and look at you. Your heart is like broken. And so there's this magic of strength and power, and also an execution of aesthetics that's a little bit delusional in a way. It's very beautiful and very elegant and very mysterious and loving. But there's that power inside of this woman that she can tear mountains apart. So I created this piece Sakura when I invited Takako Nakanishi to our New York season. I invited her last year, and she performed the Sakura solo, which was created on her, in her body, with her movement, with point shoes. And I want you to imagine what the kimono looks like on a body that moves. So I'm gonna change the costume and get ready for Sakura.
Wow. Fadi, we're in rapture here. We cannot wait until we see this. That story was inspiring, moving, got tears running down my cheeks. And here you are. Tell us that story. people clapping, that's me. And our fabulous started. Fadi, go right into the middle of our centre. Can we see him, Sterling? Yeah, Sterling. Fadi? Oh my god. I have got tears running down my cheeks. I want to thank you. I'm not going to ask you any questions until you get your breath back. But there you go. You're going to give me a thumbs up when you can actually answer questions.
Thank you so much.
Nobody out there realizes how hard it is to put on a dance performance. That is full physicality, fitness, exercise. These people are working so hard. And tonight we got Fadi J. Khoury here in New York City, and he is incredible. And I have a whole heap of comments and people who tuned in tonight that want to talk to you. So I am going to ask my gorgeous friend Katie, who's here. We're doing this whole, you won't believe this, but there are two of us here, but we have this whole online thing. I just call it thing. So Katie is over in Hell's Kitchen. Well, Kip's Bay actually. Katie is going to ask the questions. So Katie, give us those questions.
Sure. So Charles asked, where can I get myself a pair of chartreuse leggings?
A pair of chartreuse leggings. I want some too, but Fadi, dish your secrets. Where did you get those leggings? They're hot. They're hot.
Actually, I buy a lot of the bodysuits, but I happen to sew a lot of the costumes.
You can sew as well. Oh my god,
Yeah,
you're the perfect man.
I get the fabric that has the reflection that I need. This costume is set on stage with the dark set and the light, so the musculature will show the color, as opposed to here we have this lovely lighting that is fair and bright and almost flat. On stage we use these designs to highlight the curves of the muscles because of the articulation that we need. So that is why I enjoy designing my costumes and then sewing them.
So am I hearing that you design your own costumes?
Yes.
Wow. So you made these leggings yourself?
Yes, yes. So
Wow.
I brought the base from somewhere and the cut from somewhere, and then I sewed this fabric to the shoulders. You know.
So Fadi, I'm
New York
guessing
City.
that's why they look so fitted and hot. I won't go there, but we've got quite a lot of homosexual friends in that Mesopotamia happy house. They're like, oh my god, this guy is so hot, these tight panties. Well, yeah. Guys, you can all make those yourself. Just a bit of some needlework. Fadi, can you help those guys to make their own fitted tights?
Well, I will tell you a big secret that
Oh, big secret time.
a lot of everyone that likes a
And
good
people
legs,
here, boy.
a good shape.
The lights, the lights, the lights.
So I'll tell you, we all, everyone loves dancers, and there's a comment that I won't say. It's like, oh my god, the dancers. And I'll tell you why. If you watched the class, remember that first position that we did?
We
So
all
that
remember
first position, in order for me to keep my feet turned out, so that the artistic director looking from there is not gonna fire me, gonna like keep it there. Basically, to keep it there and not fall apart, you have to squeeze in your inner thighs. Squeeze in, and then squeeze in the buttocks, and then lift above. So basically, this action of continuously organizing your muscles in such a way will keep your body engaged. And We all want the strong body, but dancers move it even when they're standing. So, second
That's a
question.
very good answer to a very difficult question.
Yeah.
What we've got is a wonderful guy called Reza Bazuki who does fitness with us on Thursday, and his quote, which I absolutely adore, is, "If you don't squeeze your buttocks, nobody is going to squeeze your buttocks."
I agree with him.
Do you agree with him?
I
Okay,
cheer
good.
with him.
If you don't squeeze your own buttocks, nobody's going to squeeze your buttocks.
Yeah.
Okay, Katie,
So,
more questions. Katie's over in Hell's Kitchen.
Kids Bay.
Kids Bay.
The Charles, after the performance, also asked for an encore. That was very inspirational for him. We also have Hunky and Co. tuned in. He shared the heart face emoji. Josh, if NYC says.
Joseph, love her. She's just a few blocks away.
And
Who else? Who's giving a big love for the dancer tonight?
Carol Atop.
Carol Atop.
Caroline Top.
Oh, thank you. She had the star face emoji.
Thank
I
you,
wish I could.
Caroline.
Yeah, that's for Caroline.
Emoji.
One more time, please. Do that
Thank
for
you,
Caroline.
Caroline. Caroline and I danced in Caracalla Dance Theatre together in
Oh.
Lebanon. She went off to be a scientist, biochemist, and then, oh my god, I can't even say what she does. And then I continued in dancing. But we're friends and I love her support. Thank you, Caroline.
I think she will come back and dance with you one day.
Oh yeah,
We
we
have
always do.
Dante Terrell. He said peace.
Dante Terrell, what did he say?
Peace, love.
Peace, love, and
Thank you,
dancing.
Dante.
Yes.
Wow. So
In the beginning, there was an outpouring of hellos and highs, of
Yeah.
course, but.
Fadi, as always, with your dance, because we've done this now this third time. So we've gone black, we've gone green, no, we've gone black, blue, and green. And I don't want to tell people, I know, because I know what the next colour is, but we're going to keep that secret.
We're gonna
So,
keep that a secret.
Everybody who's tuned in to see Fadi, I know he's taught me some killer moves, he's taught everybody here some killer moves. You are a beautiful dancer.
Thank you so much.
You come from an ancestry of dance that nobody could even imagine being part of. And I think those people who just seen Fadi for the first time tonight, they need to go onto our Eventbrite page or our Happy House NYC page and see what this guy is about. We didn't meet him across the street. He is an incredible dancer. We met him at he's getting blushed. Don't blush, baby. We met him in a bank where he was dancing, and we were like, wow, this guy can dance. Come and dance with us. So that's what he's doing. And as well as
We did just get another question from Charles.
new question.
Charles was sharing that the arm and hand movements in the beginning of Sakura look very similar to voguing. Is this traditional Middle Eastern hand movement or inspired by voguing?
Are you suggesting that Madonna ripped off another artist with voguing?
Another culture.
Do us a quick vogue, please, Eddie. Can you? Sorry,
I can.
see, vogue.
No, I can't evoke, but I can tell you in this particular solo, there were elements that are taken from the so from the Far East execution of dance is basically in storytelling. So in the Japanese folklore, the story and how the fingers are shaped are basically ways in almost drawing down the words and the stories of wisdom and love and passion and war and etc. So the arms and the circles of the arms tell so much in the Asian style. In the Arabic world, it's a little bit more sensual and it's more related to the full body ripple. So for me to join forces with the Japanese culture, I thought that I understand you. When my approach to the Japanese company was I'm gonna bring in some of my Middle Eastern culture and allow the Japanese dancers to tune in with us. So a lot of these movements that you see in the Arabic culture have a softer feel to it, but in the Asian culture it's very significant and stretchy and flexible. So voguing is an extension of both eccentric and expressive movement of beauty, grace, passion, drama, and attention. So it's only natural for voguing to break the wrists and really get that hand gestures to be exaggerated and kind of highlighted. So they come together, but they're not voguing.
I am going to email Madonna tonight and tell her, baby, you thought you had it, but no, you should listen to our Fadi. Fadi, do we have any other incredible questions that must be answered tonight? No. So I think we're going to do this next Saturday.
Thank you.
I think there is a new colour to be added to the incredible piece behind you. We love you. Your dancing is incredible. I wish I could do even a tenth of the movements that you can make, but maybe I'll keep trying. Okay, love
I'll
you.
work with you.